everybody. How are you? I hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday. Can you guys hear me okay? See me okay? You see Pokey right there chilling. I am trying my AirPod for once more time. Last week it didn't work, but hopefully it works okay today. Let me do a quick Korean announcement and start English right away. Okay, 안녕하세요. 명품스윙 이주 프로입니다. 영어로 한 20분 정도 하고요. 말레이시안 4시 20분 정도의 한국말로 바꾸도록 하겠습니다. 계속해 주셔도 되고요. 아니면 조금 있다가 다시 오셔도 되시고요. 오케이, 영어로 시작합니다. Okay, let me just connect to YouTube. So how was everybody's weekend? Did we watch some golf? I normally don't teach on Mondays, but I did have someone from out of town fly in for lessons, so I was out there. That's why I look a little tired. Um, yes. Where am I? My channel. Hola, Hayden, Kenny, how are you? Naga, hello, how are you? I don't think you were here last week, right? Missed you, Naga. I was actually at the players and I was actually thinking about you because Minu was there and I made sure I got Minu in my reels for you. And there's a lot of Australians that do watch me and do chat with me during the live stream. So I want to do that. James back, how are you? Hi, Amy. Hi, James. How's it going? Um, so did we watch golf this past weekend? Um, um, Innisbrook, is it? Copperhead? The name change, Valspar, right? Valspar. That was exciting to see Sunday. Peter Malnati. Actually, I saw him at the players. He shot like really low on a Friday, so he was at the flesh area doing interviews and I guess he's on the player council advisory board and so he was actually doing a very long interview. They had to like tell everybody to stop talking to him so I could do my interview with was it CU? So it was really I was like watching him interview. I was like I figured he was a player because he was on the other side of the thing and all the reporters were on this side. And he kept asking questions back to the reporter. So I was like, I just went to the person standing next to me. I was like, is he a player or a staff on tour? I mean, I was like, when I initially saw him, I was like, yeah, I've seen him somewhere. He's a player. And then like he started asking questions back and he was talking about the live and like he would like not stop talking. So I was like, maybe he's a staff, not a player. And then I was like, oh, he's a player. Duh, he always wears that hat. And he's just on the player advisory council board. So that's why he talks about those things, you know, sensitive issues. That's why. So it was quite funny. And then I know like he's been on tour for a long time and he got really emotional after his win because it was only his second win after being on tour for so long. The win got him into like the signature events, which has really tough criterias like to get into this year. I didn't realize there were many players that were not invited to signature tournaments. And also like the masters and all that good stuff. So I was very happy for him. Um, you know, it's really hard to put on 4 good rounds and close it up. It really is because the guys out there are so talented and you just have to be a very solid player to do that. Wait, Pilgrim, hey Amy, did you hear correctly that wind gusts were actually reaching 40 miles per hour in Palos Verdes yesterday? Have you done any videos on some strategies of playing in windy conditions? Hi, Pilgrim. That's a very, very nice observation and very good question. Palos Verdes is right on Pacific Ocean. So it's like normal to get that windy. Pacific Ocean has some really strong winds. I'm sure a lot of you guys know. Cold, strong winds is what they're known for. And yes, 40 miles is easily seen out there. I do have some nightmares from college golf. I played in Florida, and it's a lot warmer in Florida than California. I mean, I'm still like freezing to death here. It's March, and when I was in at the Players Championship in Jacksonville, Florida, it was like mid 80s with like 85% humidity, which means like it feels more than 90 degrees, which is very hot. And here it's like high is 60 today, super cold, like unbelievable. So when I used to live in Florida, I used to always come in February to play in this college golf tournament at Palos Verdes Country Golf Club, the exact same golf club they played last week, and it was always rainy. It was always miserably cold, very hilly, and very windy, and the greens are tiny, and the greens and the layout of the golf course. It's really tough. It plays really tough, and it was really nice to see Nelly Corda just like launching it and then putting it next to the flag in the playoff. I was like, how does she do that? It was gusting like crazy, right? Amy, thanks for catching up with me new at the Players. I wanted to do an interview with him, but that day it was the last day, I think, and he shot like one over that day. So usually, like, we don't do interviews when the player hasn't done well because we're just trying to give them space. So I was pretty sad about that. But anyways, you're welcome, Naga. Stefan, good afternoon. What a fun week was last one at the LPGA Championship Series Pack is a legend. Definitely. I was so happy for her to have her own golf tournament. It was about time. Um, lost the lost the sound. What happened? Oh, a call was coming in. I couldn't answer, and then you guys would be disconnected, and I couldn't get this link back, so I couldn't answer the phone call. Sorry, but the sound is back. It was probably the call coming in. Thank you guys. Thank you. I'm glad the AirPod is working today. Um, did you guys hear what did you guys miss? You guys didn't hear anything. I'm like asking what you missed. So yeah, during college years, I used to come here every February. Cold, rainy, hilly, small greens, small undulations on the greens, hard to read because there's ocean break and some other factor in the greens that doesn't go toward the ocean when it needs to. So oh, very tough course, and I was very impressed that Nelly Corda launched one really high and then stuck it next to the flag and made a putt during the playoffs. And she's had a lot of playoffs, huh? She's won. This is the 10th win, which is amazing. I'm so happy whenever she wins because she's such a solid player, and I think a lot of the time she deserves to win. And I'm always happy to see her like actually close it up and close it and win it. Ryan O'Toole has been on tour for a very long time. I remember playing with her, and she's another UCLA gal. She yeah, I mean, I have to praise her for being on tour for that long. A lot of girls do tend to kind of give up halfway because they're run out of money or they run out of just that motivation to grind it out there. But Ryan O'Toole's been really amazing grinding it out, and really happy for her to grab her runner-up finish because that probably got her a big check. So congratulations to her too. And then it was really nice to see Allison Lee up there again. I don't think she has any wins. Um, it's gotta be very tough to have like such uh high expectations from everyone and have such a huge potential and not dominate. It's really hard to dominate, and people don't understand, right? I mean, you guys understand, but like, we want them to dominate. So we really wanted Ellison Lee to dominate. And then when it doesn't happen, then she feels like a failure, even though she's one of the best golfers in the world and she's very famous and she's very talented. So it was really nice to see her up there as well. I think she's another UCLA. I I did hear stuff in the golf cart, but it stays there. It must have been fun. I actually went out. Stefan was volunteering all week, right? That was amazing of you to do that because without volunteers, these tournaments will not happen. So thank you, Stefan, for doing that. You are shuttling players from 13th tee to the green, right? Because it's a very steep, long walk. Um, it must be fun meeting everybody, chit-chatting. Oh, supposed to send you a video. I took a video of you, like Jenny Shin got in your cart, and I was like, videotaping. So I'll send it to you. What did you think about him hitting that limb of the tree? I didn't see that one. I missed that one. Which one was it? I thought it was a big mistake. Can you explain what happened? I'm sure all of you guys watched it. Can you tell me? Conditions were hard. What fun to see a rookie hanging on top of the leaderboard. Um, so you were at the same spot the whole week, or was it just that day when I went to see you on Friday was on the 13th? And like every day's changed? Let me know. Um, 안녕하세요. 라이브 처음 봐요. 안녕하세요. 한 10분, 15분 후에 한국말로 하니까 어디 가지 마세요. 나가 Aimee, did you see Lee won in Singapore? I hope she plays on the LPGA next year. I did. I missed the Singapore. Wasn't that the week when I was at the Players? Or was it week before? I was like really occupied for the Players because I had to do a lot that week. So leading up to the Players week, I was doing a lot of research on all the players because I wasn't sure who was going to do what. And then during the Players, I was like out of it because I had to do filming and create fun stuff and edit and be a talent and do interviews and yeah, crazy. But it was fun. Anyways, yeah, I didn't get to see her. Oh, and I did see GA Shin. We're good friends. When she used to play on the LPGA tour, she used to have a place in Palm Springs. So during the winter months when she was over here, I went over to her house and then I would like stay with her and then I was just amazed at her whole entire routine. Like just she's swinging. I mean, it's been how many years? When was the last time? Let me see. So GA Shin, you know, she's won how many times? I mean, her resume is unreal. It's really amazing. She's won 64 times worldwide on 6 different tours. Isn't that amazing? She was the Rookie of the Year on the KLPGA Tour in 2005. I think she was 16 at the time. And then 2009, she was the LPGA Tour Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year is a very hard award to win, and she won it twice. She was the Player of the Year a couple different times. She led the I think she was the Player of the Year for like the LPGA, the KLPGA, and the LPGA Japan Tour. I think she's the only person who was number one on the money list of all the tours in the world. Amazing. Like she's so great to the fans. I don't know if you saw my reel, my shorts. She's always been the same way to her fans. She'll sign every hat that's like pointed at her. She would give hugs and take pictures. She's so polite. She's just amazing. She juggles everything so well. It's crazy. And she swings the same way. I was just speaking about that because it's crazy how much work she puts into physical conditioning. She takes care of her body so well so it performs the same way. Crazy, right? Okay. I was in many places, but for the 13th hole, I did the Pro-Am Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Sunday was my tournament the tournament a few miles away to shoot my handicap that day. Wow! With all the volunteering, you still managed to keep up your golf game. Good job, Stefan. Next year, I'm planning to play the Pro-Am. I think it will be fun. Oh, that's amazing. She was behind a tree, and instead of taking her medicine, she tried to hit past it and lost her lead and bounced off the tree and let it in bad spot and kind of never recovered from it. Yeah, when you're put in a spot, you do make mistakes and you just have to learn from it. Hopefully, the next time the same situation, you're lucky enough to have the same situation. Hopefully, you don't make the same kind of mistake. And yeah, hopefully you learn from it and grow from it. S- some, yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's tough. Something probably got over her brain and something took over and made her make that mistake. Usually, caddies are there to help her not make a terrible mistake. But um, yeah, usually when it's your tournament to win, you usually pull off those shots, or you usually go the safe route. You think a little bit clearer. Um, so yeah, a little bit of everything there. Hopefully she learns from it and hopefully she doesn't make the same mistake. It's the worst if you keep making the same mistakes. But yeah, when you're under a lot of pressure, sometimes your brain and your body just doesn't function correctly. I'm sure a lot of you guys can understand. I think she learned from it. Hopefully, James. Thank you for that, though. I love hearing those stories because I miss a lot of it too. So, um, I think like it's time difference is hard, but um sometimes the girls golf is on the golf channel and yeah, it's I sometimes don't keep track of like the Eastern time showings and then I miss a lot of it too. The first time that I was paying attention to all the obligations of players, it is a long day for the players practice interview, more practice program, more interviews, more practice. I know. A good friend of mine did really well on Friday, and I was just waiting to give her a hug and say hi. And she had to do like long interviews with like four different cameras, and I felt really bad because I mean, it was to the point where I couldn't wait. I couldn't say I didn't get to say hi to her. I filmed her, didn't never got to say hi to her. So usually PGA Tour is very good with that because they don't want to drag it out for the players, so they're always like three questions and then last question they're like you're done. So yeah, I mean it's a little different because PGA Tour players usually that have that control with like the superstar players, and then for the LPGA Tour, it's best to have more media attention to them, but the interview doesn't need to be 15 minutes long. You know what I mean? Ask the questions and howdy. Are you going to Masters this year? I really want to. I really do. But it's really hard to get extra tickets and I don't want to go by myself. I mean, I do have friends going this year, but I might be working, so that's why I decided not to go. But last year I didn't have anyone to go with, so I didn't go, but I really want to go just for the the sandwiches and the souvenirs there. And good golf. That's right. Oh yeah. I do have my 12th hole here, so um I feel like I live on the 12th hole out there. Aimee corner. Um Aimee, why do so many pros use bladed irons? Do you use blades? Um I used to use, what do you call that? It's like not blades, but not cavity backs. It's kind of like in between the two. So it's a little bit thicker than the blades, but it's not as chunky as the cavity backs. And some of them have like not, what do you call them? Like softer forged metals. The only reason they use blades is for better ball control, spin control. Cavity backs, you have zero control. It's just like poof, jumps straight, sort of straight. So you're like in this area. Whereas blades, you can carve it to a T. The only thing is, if I don't like, I never practice. So if I don't practice with blades, I might miss the sweet spot 5 times out of 10, which is terrible. Then you lose a lot of distance and just accuracy as well. So what do you call it? What do I use? It's like in between cavity back and blades. Think of the word. So those give you great control, but has a lot of forgiveness. So even with little to no practice, I'm still able to hit it halfway decent. But cavity backs is really hard to shape because it's just poof, like long and straight. But it's not like laser accurate. It's like in this range. So I could be anywhere from like 5 feet to 30 feet from the flag. So that's why accuracy. And they practice enough to hit it in the middle. So yeah, blades is awesome if you're practicing a lot. What about 2028 Olympics in LA, bringing the mixed team play similar to what we saw last December? Oh, yeah. So I haven't done thorough research on that. I'm always like doing like a lot of research for everything else. But oh yeah, I was supposed to talk about Olympics today too. Let's do that next week. Because we still have a couple of months. Let's talk about Olympics. Musclebacks, musclebacks. Mine's thinner than musclebacks. Mine's not musclebacks. They have pockets in the back. So it's like blades, a little bit thicker with pockets. Not musclebacks. But musclebacks look really beautiful. And nowadays, the musclebacks actually feel really good because it's like hollow inside. Amy, I really enjoyed the last LPGA tournament at Rancho Palos Verdes. Joe, hi Joe, how are you? I think a lot of people enjoyed it, and the players, I mean, they love being in LA just because a lot of them, even like non-Koreans, go to K-Town to eat. I was like, what? That's how like Korean food is like nowadays. It's popular, so it's amazing. So everybody, I mean, the food in LA is like amazing anyways. To survive out here, your food has to be better than better, good. So sorry, I'm just a little bit out of it today. It's just a really um long weekend and then lessons today. So So I'm glad it seems like everybody enjoyed the fans and the players and the staff. Yeah, they just love being in LA. But that golf course is a tough one. I'm really glad I'm not playing in it on it for a tournament. um, I've talked to a couple players who are like, I don't know about that golf course. I'm skipping it. Like, I was like, probably better for your mental game. And then there are players that want to skip, but their status don't allow them to skip. They have to try and play as much as possible and make as much as money as possible to keep their status, which is tough. Um, good, but glad to hear that, Joe. Mel, aloha, Amy, aloha, listening in. I want new irons. What are you looking at? Let me know. Stefan, the pro version of cavity backs are kind of the middle from a blade and full cavity back. Pro version of the cavity backs. There's no name for it. I was just hoping, I just couldn't remember the name. But yeah, that's exactly what I use. It's like right in between blades and cavity backs. James, Korean food looks so good. I love meat. I'm glad you do. James, me too. I love meat. Hope I'm not offending any vegetarians out there. Sorry. Naga, Amy, have you ever been close or had a albatross before? You know what? I've never had an albatross, but I did have an eagle putt that was this long. That was my first eagle ever in my life. I was in New Zealand playing with my sisters, and I want to say I was 13. So I didn't see it. It rolled up, but I'm sure it was this close from an albatross. I don't think it lived out. I don't know. I didn't see it. I was playing with a guy. A round of golf with Amy was on a raffle as a prize for a nonprofit organization. It was like KFAM. I think it's like a Korean community thing where like foster families and stuff, like for a very good cause. So this couple won me as a raffle prize, so I went and played. And the guy was just telling me how he had an albatross, or yes, I think he had an albatross like 2 months ago, and we're just talking about it on a par five. And then he was like, "Wow, that's amazing! Congrats!" And then he hit his second shot on a par five, and we both saw it lip out. It literally made a 90 degrees, and it was like this far from the hole. We're like, "You almost made another albatross." I was like, "What? I have never seen that before." So that was really cool. That's my albatross story. Looking at Cobra King Tour Titleist T200 TaylorMade P790. Ooh, very nice. Out of those three, I've tried the Titleist T200. I've always loved Titleist. I've I've never tried King Cobra or the TaylorMade P790. So let me know how it goes. Let me know what you end up with if you're actually um, going to get new ones. Sometimes, like, I talk about getting new ones and never really do. So no pressure. Just curious, that's all. Stefan, at the 2023 LPGA Drive-On Championship in Arizona, Yuka Sato recorded albatross. Wow, I'm not surprised. She's a very long hitter. So, oh, time is already 4:25. I love talking with you guys. You guys are so great, asking cool questions and making really fun comments. Thank you, guys. So, I'll make notes. I made a whole bunch of notes on golf from last weekend, and then I didn't get to talk all about it. But it was still fun. It was really nice to see the girls out there. I was really bummed I didn't get run into Sari Pack. I wanted to say hi. But anyways, yeah, Cobra Rep disappeared after PGA show, so I'm ready to go to the store. This Oh, yeah, check them out and let me know how they feel. I'm curious. All right. What is the Korean word of the day? Oh, what is there anything you want to know? A lot of the golf terms are English. Everyone on LPGA. I mean, I know a lot of them, not all of them, because especially the younger ones, I never played with them, so I don't know. But yeah, I try to keep up. They're all super nice. I love seeing them, and I love like supporting them, and so I drove down Sari Pack to the 13th green. Yay! She's super chill. She's awesome. Okay, is there any word you're curious to learn? Um, Something that's not English. I don't know. Ah, so after girls play, right? They're finished, and you say, "Oh, great job, nice day, did really well." Then you can say like, "수고하셨습니다." "수고하셨습니다" is like, "Oh, well done." Like it was a long day, but well done, kind of thing. My grandmother 스펠링이 잘못되셨습니다. 홍승호님. 오성진님 안녕하세요. So I'm gonna switch over to Korean, but thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys this week. I'm hoping to upload the Mexico Riviera second episode. And then I'll be back Monday for more live stream. I do have a couple really fun projects coming up, so I'm really excited to announce those to you and share the contents with you. Okay, search it out. Okay, see you guys next week. I mean, see you guys this week with the Mexico vlog, and then next Monday. Bye. Have a great week. Thanks, James. Thanks, Naga. Hey, Izzy. Tierra, we had a golf course, a good golf course. Asian Ravine. It's a beautiful golf course. I love playing that golf course. You should check it out at least once. It's very hilly, but it's super beautiful. It's like a hidden gem, I think. Okay. 뭐야, 한국인이시네. 네. 한국인입니다. Okay, I'm switching to Korean. Thanks, guys. 안녕하세요. 명품스윙 에이미조 프로입니다. 이렇게 또 한국말로 시작을 합니다. 지난주 골프 다들 보셨나요? 골프 재밌었죠? 발스파 플로리다에서 한 발스파 PGA 시합은 인제 이름이 뭐지? 이름 맨날 까먹어요. 피터 말나티 분이 우승을 하셨고요. 그분은 되게 오랫동안 투어 쳤는데 인제 두 번째 윈인가 그렇죠. 좀 굉장히 힘든 그런 커리어였어 가지고 우승하면서 막 오열을 하셨어요. 되게 힘들었는데 진짜 막 와이프도 감사하고 뭐 프렌드도 감사하고 패밀리도 감사하고 또 인제 이 윈으로 인해서 시그니처 토너먼트도 인제 다 들어가게 됐고 마스터즈도 들어가게 됐고 등등등. 네. 그래 가지고 막 우셨어요. 근데 더 플레이어스 챔피언십에서 제가 그 선수들 인터뷰하는 구역에 계속 있었잖아요. 그때 김시우 선수 들어올 때 이 선수가 인터뷰를 하고 있었어요. 프라이데이에 66 인가 되게 잘 쳐 갖고 인터뷰를 하고 있었는데 와 too much talk한 거예요. 말을 너무 많이 하는 거예요. 이 김시우 선수 왔는데 나가야 되는데 임성재 선수였나 기억이 안 나네요. 그래 가지고 말을 안 끊어 가지고 심지어 기자분들한테 질문을 하는 거예요. 그래서 제가 잠깐 옆에 분한테 "저분 선수가 아닌가요?" 이렇게 물어볼 정도로 왜냐면 막 유명한 선수는 아닌데 항상 그 모자를 버켓햇을 쓰고 치시는 분이라서 선수라는 건 알았죠. 당연히 선수죠. 선수 쪽에 서 있으니까. 기자들이 이쪽에 서 있고. 근데 그 플레이어 어드바이저리 카운슬에 있으니까 원래 로리가 했던 있기 때문에 뭐 리브 투어에서도 말하고 대해서도 말하고 막 말할 게 많았어 갖고 얘기를 많이 하셨는데 좀 투머치 토커세요. 그래 가지고 와 저분 정말 되게 특이하시다. 왜냐면 골퍼들은 보통 말 많이 안 하고 그냥 한두 개만 얘기하고 빨리 가려고 하거든요. 근데 계속 질문도 반대로 하고 오래 계시니까 그래 갖고 '아 되게 독특하다. 저분 좀 잘 치면 뭐 사람들의 좀 이렇게 관심을 끌 수 있는 그런 성격을 가졌겠다.' 생각을 했는데 바로 그다음 주에 이겼더라고요. 그래 가지고 이번 주에. 그래 가지고 '저 사람 이기면 되게 좋을 거다.' 생각을 했는데 이기셨네." 그러면서 막 축하드리고 있었습니다 마음속으로. 그 차이니즈 선수 3번 칩샷 홀아웃 해 갖고 또 좀 화제가 있었고요. 그리고 카를 유언인데 소니 오픈에서 탑 5를 했었네요. 그리고 컷을 많이 했었고 예선 탈락을 많이 했었고 또 이번에 탑 5를 했네요. 와우. 그리고 유니버시티 워싱턴을 다녔기 때문에 first name이 Carl인가 봐요. 영어 이름인가 봐요. 그리고 잭슨빌 플로리다 사네요. 27 살이고 18 년도에 프로 데뷔를 했는데 PGA는 2023 년도에 왔으니까 very new. 오케이. 자일로폰님 안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. 너무 오랜만에 뵙네요. 잘 지내셨나요? 다시 보니 누다네요. 네 감사합니다. 박세리님의 이름이 걸린 아주 뜻깊고 역사적인 LPGA 경기였던 것 같습니다. 한국인으로서 너무 뿌듯하더라고요. 그러니깐요. 박세리님이 사실 완전 레전드잖아요. 한국에서뿐만 아니라 LPGA에서도 레전드 선수이기 때문에 이렇게 이름이 걸린 시합은 당연하다 생각을 하고요. 네 첫 번째 경기였기 때문에 굉장히 너무 축하드리고 있었어요. 그래서 사실 저는 그 시합장 갔을 때 되게 뵙고 인사드리고 싶었었는데 못 뵈 가지고 좀 아쉬웠었습니다. 다음에는 꼭 뵀으면 좋겠습니다. 어 어 시 ciao something. Sorry, I don't speak Chinese, but I speak Korean. 김영철 님 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 한국이신가요? 어디세요? 한국은 지금 좀 굉장히 일찍이죠. 그래서 넬리 콜다가 플레이오프 가서 우승을 했습니다. 10번째 우승이죠. 사실 이 시합은 제가 대학교 때 골프를 칠 때 매년 2월 달에 항상 와서 쳤었어요. 저는 플로리다 살았기 때문에 캘리포니아는 날씨가 이 세상 가장 추운 곳 같은 거예요. 사막주이기 때문에 너무 추운 거예요. 제가 지난주에 플로리다 챔피언십 갔을 때 잭스빈 플로리다였거든요. 근데 그때는 85 도였고 습도가 85% 였기 때문에 체감으로는 한 90몇 도가 되는 거예요. 그러면 되게 더운 날씨죠. 90몇 도면 한국 날씨 셀시어스로 뭔지 잘 모르겠어요. 근데 지금 캘리포니아 지금 LA 돌아왔잖아요. 지금 60 도예요, 하이가. 엄청나게 춥습니다. 근데 6월 달 되기 전에는 따뜻해지지 않을 겁니다. 제가 5월 달까지 항상 전기장판을 쓰거든요. 너무 추워요, 아침 저녁으로. 네. 그래서 2월 달마다 이 파워스퍼디스 코스에서 항상 시합을 똑같은 시합이 매년 열렸었어요. 노스럽 뭐였지? 이름이 뭐였지? 깜빡했습니다. 이렇게 이름을 기억을 못해요. 노스럽 그라멘 리지널 챌린지였어요. 그럼 올 때마다 2월 달에 항상 비가 오는데 항상 미친 듯이 추운 거예요. 근데 또 플로리다는 굉장히 평지고 산이 없기 때문에 여기는 너무 막 사각지대처럼 너무 언덕이 많은 거예요. 그리고 그린 너무 조그마한데 막 언듈레이션 잔굴곡이 많아요. 보이지 않는 잔굴곡이 그린에. 근데 오션 브레이크가 있는데 분명히 절로 휘어야 되는데 또 다른 또 제2의 브레이크가 있어 갖고 또 반대로 가요. 막 그린도 어렵죠. 태평양 바로 옆에 붙어 있었고 바람도 어마어마하게 불죠. 보셨죠? 40마일로 불었다 그러는데요. 그 코스에서 40마일은 굉장히 평범한 수준의 바람입니다. 거의 40마일이면 막 태풍 아니야? 막 이럴 수 있는데 네, 굉장히 평범한 수준이에요. 그 코스에서는. 그러니까 얼마나 춥고 바람 불고 어려운 코스에서 진짜 안 좋은 기억밖에 없는 코스인데 아니나 다를까 뭐 몇몇 선수들 제가 인제 곧 보겠네." 그러면 인제 다들 윌셔에는 오는데 인제 파라솔디스는 스킵을 한다. 그런 친구들이 꽤 많았어요. 근데 또 어떤 선수들은 안 오고 싶은데 코스가 너무 나랑 안 맞아서 안 오고 싶은데 그래도 돈은 쪼금이라도 더 따야 하는 상황이기 때문에 할 수 없이 쳤다. 뭐 이런 선수들도 있고 좀 확실히 쉽지 않은 코스입니다. 김규식 님 누나 안녕하세요. 안녕하십니까. 다들 골프 재밌게 치고 계신가요? 궁금합니다. 또 뭐가 있었죠? 앨리슨 리 오래간만에 올라왔어요, 이름. 앨리슨 리는 UCLA 출신이죠. UCLA 출신이고 2015년도 LPGA 들어왔는데 당시 인제 슈퍼스타급으로 굉장히 포텐 터지는 선수다라는 정말 많은 기대를 인제 짊어지고 아무도 우승을 못한 걸로 저는 기억을 해요. 그래서 좀 굉장히 아쉬운데 얼마나 부담이 많을까요? 당연히 포텐셜 엄청난 선수고 엄청난 스타성이 있는 선수는 맞는데 인제 그거에 부응을 하지 못할 때 근데 사실은 우승을 하고 또 뭐 타이거즈처럼 도미네이트를 하고 이런 거는 진짜 힘든 일이잖아요. 여러분들도 아시잖아요. 우승 한 번도 정말 어려운데 그거를 막 그렇게 스타 돼서 연달한다는 건 정말 어려운 일인데 그게 인제 팬분들은 당연히 했으면 좋겠죠. 당연히 그래야지 골프 보는 것도 재밌고 하니까. 정말 어려운 일인데 그 인제 기대를 인제 미치지 못했을 때 얼마나 힘들까요, 선수들은. 그쵸? 예. 저는 그렇게 생각해요. 정말 심적으로 쉽지 않을 것 같아요. 특히 뭐 이 정도급 선수들은 전 세계적으로 뭐 탤런트가 넘치는 선수들이니까 얼마나 최고 탤런트 선수들이에요. 근데도 이게 이 우승을 한다는 게 쉽지 않다는 거죠. 우승을 한다는 게 인제 심플리 탤런트가 있고 또 후천적으로 노력을 해서 얻는 테크닉적인 게 있고 그리고 또 인제 우승을 만들어낼 줄 아는 능력도 필요한 거기 때문에 이게 다 스킬셋이 다 다른 거기 때문에 어 그 모든 부분들에 쪼끔 타고나기도 해야 되고 그 모든 부분을 노력으로 채워지기도 해야 되고 그 모든 부분에 좀 운도 따라 줘야 되고 그래서 좀 막 여러 박자가 맞아 줘야 되니까 영어로는 약간 별들이 이렇게 줄을 맞춰 줘야지 우승을 할 수 있다고 말을 할 정도로 stars가 라인업이 돼야 된다고. 그죠? 우주의 힘이라는 그런 뜻으로 그런 속담도 있잖아요. stars lineup이라고. 그 정도로 어려운 게 우승이니까 앨리슨 리처럼 그렇게 기대를 우리가 많이 가지면 참 선수로서 힘들 것 같아요. 그래도 잘해서 좋았고요. 오늘 사실 제가 레슨을 안 하는 날인데 인제 타주에서 날아오셔 가지고 레슨을 받으셔서 레슨하고 오느냐고 지금 되게 좀 많이 힘드네요. 예. 보통 오늘은 편집하고 그냥 이메일 그런 하는 날이거든요. 그리고 라방하고 갑자기 원래 없던 스케줄을 하려니까 주말이 원래 힘들잖아요. 그러니까 정신을 못 차리겠네요. 7년 후 반가 안녕하세요. 목이 너무 아프네요. 너무 많이 떠들었나 봐요. 한국 날씨는 어떠신가요? 한국 지금 좀 시간이 일러 가지고 다들 출근하시느라고 좀 정신없으시죠? 한국 날씨 어떠신가요? 제가 기억하기로는 그때 4 월에 갔을 때 너무너무 추웠던 기억이 있는데 그래서 한국 되도록이면 안 추울 때 가려고요. 왜냐면 한국 분들이 골프 칠 수 있는 날씨예요." 하면 되게 춥더라고요. 그래서 네. 안 "날씨 많이 풀렸어요." 하시고 지나서 가려고요. 릴리님 안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. 지금 비 와요. 여기 LA도 주말에 비 왔었어요. 그래 가지고 좋아졌나 봐요. 지금 서울은 봄비가 내리고 쌀쌀한 날씨입니다. 봄비. 단어 너무 좋네요. 봄비. 뭔가 되게 비도 되게 예쁘게 내릴 것 같고. 그죠? 네. LA도 비가 와서 그런지 쌀쌀합니다. 그리고 신지혜 선수 왔었어요. 아무래도 박세리 프로님 시합이니까 당연히 신지혜 선수가 와서 빛을 내준 것 같은데요. 신지혜 선수 정말 대단한 선수죠. 원래는 이제 LPGA 뛸 때는 팜스프링스 집이 있었어 갖고 인제 겨울에 항상 와서 연습을 했고 또 인제 제가 가끔 가 가지고 뭐 1박 하면서 옆에서 막 지내면 또 지혜 선수 루틴 보면서 막 '와 진짜 이러니까 세계 최고지.' 막 이러면서 진짜 엄청나게 부지런하고 대단합니다. 10년 전 스윙과 지금 스윙이 크게 달라지지 않은 이유는 이 친구가 그 바디 컨디셔닝을 엄청나게 빡세게 잘 관리해요. 진짜 너무 대단해요. 그렇게 해야 돼요 진짜. 안 그러면 나이가 들면서 유연성이 떨어지면서 스윙이 자꾸 삐거덕거리면서 인제 실력이 떨어지기 마련이니깐요. 진짜 대단한 것 같아요. 어쩜 그렇게 부지런하고 어쩜 그렇게 도전 정신이 식지 않을까요? 선수들 보면 참 신기한 것 같아요. 이번에 풀스윙 시즌 2 나왔잖아요, 넷플릭스에. 한국에도 나왔나요? 거기서 탐킴 선수 에피소드를 보고 되게 감명 깊게 봤고 되게 팬이 됐어요, 더. 인제 사람들 성향에 따라서 좀 성격이 다 다르잖아요. 근데 인제 탐킴 선수를 제가 높게 본 부분은 그 친구는 뭐 잘못 쳤을 때 약간 '내가 더 열심히 해야겠구나.' 이런 마인드를 가진 성향인 거예요. 그러니깐 그런 성향은 가르치기 어렵거든요. 보통은 좌절하고 보통은 힘들어하는데 인제 막 이랬다는 것 자체가 엄청난 거죠. 그리고 그러니깐 신지혜 선수도 되게 조용해 보이지만 그런 약간 선천적으로 약간 도전이 주어지면 그거를 뛰어넘고 뭐 이런 성향을 가진 친구인 거죠. 그래서 되게 멋있는 것 같아요. 안주하지 않는 스타일. 어떤 친구들은 좀 멜로우한 친구들은 좀 잘하기 시작하면 인제 안주하면서 쪼끔 인제 우승하는 그런 열정이 좀 식으면 우승을 덜 하게 되죠. 아무래도 열정이 넘쳐나도 못하는 게 우승인데 그게 식어버리면 우승하기 어려워지니깐요. 그래서 그걸 안주하지 않고 계속 헤쳐나가는 그런 성향을 가진 사람들을 보면 진짜 멋있고 부러운 것 같아요. 왜냐면 뭐 저는 약간 그래도 골프 선수들 중에서 좀 승부욕이 많이 떨어지는 편이라고 저는 항상 느끼고 있었거든요. 그냥 저는 뭐 이래도 좋고 저래도 좋고 옆에 친구 잘하면 되게 좋고 막 축하해 주고 약간 당연히 일반 분들보다는 승부욕이 엄청나죠. 하지만 인제 LPGA 선수들에 비하면 저는 그때 막 폴라 크리머 이때 시절이었거든요. 근데 폴라 크리머랑 저랑 플레이오프를 나갔는데 그 친구가 졌어요. 제가 이겼어요. 그럼 이 친구는요 잠을 못 자요. 막 바르르르르르르 떨면서 잠을 못 자요, 그 친구는. 근데 저는 만약에 제가 그날 안 이겼어도 '에이.' 하고는 그냥 마는 성격인데 그러니깐 그런 진짜 LPGA 선수들 승부욕에 비하면 제가 자꾸 훨씬 적다고 하죠. 하지만 보통 사람들에 비해서는 그냥 타고나기로 승부욕은 강하죠. 그건 운동선수라서 할 수 없는 것 같아요. Who's this? Can Siwon turn it around? I believe so many have seen him play very well, kinda nature golfer, straight for extended periods. I've played ton, got pretty good, not real good. Still working on it. Siwon? Who's Siwon? 누구지? Could you please explain? 고민 상담 가능하신지 유튜브 고수대요. 네. 이런 예민한 부분은 따로 연락을 주시면 제가 고민 상담해 드리겠습니다. 유튜브 고수대요. 리포트 돼요. 오케이. 그러면 한국은 아무래도 좀 시간이 이르다 보니까 어 좀 이게 많이 없어 가지고 항상 저 혼자 좀 말을 하다가 끝나는 약간 부분이 있습니다. 누구지? 라이언 오툴도 되게 오랫동안 프로를 했는데 이 정도 되면 사실 돈이 인제 어려워져서 그만둔다든지 아니면 더 이상 인제 희망을 잃고 그만두다든지 하는데 되게 오랫동안 있었고 인제 두 번째 윈을 할 뻔했죠. 그래서 러너업 해서 돈도 많이 벌고 진짜 좀 되게 많이 응원을 해 줬어요. 왜냐면 저도 저보다는 어리지만 그래도 어렸을 때부터 같이 시합을 뛴 선수이기 때문에 네 되게 조용하고 그런 또 파이팅 넘치는 선수인데 아 네. 고소할 수 있어요. 신고도 할 수 있고. 정확하게 모르겠는데 그거 구글 쳐 보면 정확한 답이 나올 건데. 아이디 삭제 네. 뽀님 그거는 제 생각에는 유튜브에 문의를 하시고 구글로 서치해 보세요. 그러면 정확하게 어떻게 해야 되는지 나올 거예요. 그리고 아마 한국은 모르겠는데 그런 거 막 합의해야 되는 거 아니에요? 고소하고 하면? 잘 모르겠습니다. 진짜 죄송해요. 네. 자일로포님 아무래도 한국은 출근 시간이다 보니 그런 것 같아요. 그죠? 출근 시간이라서 네. 근데 제가 이 시간 넘어가면 라이브 방송을 못 해 가지고 네 너무 죄송해요. 그래 가지고 이렇게 됐습니다. 그래도 라이브 방송 다시 인제 끝나면 다시 그 녹화로 보시는 분들도 계셔서 그냥 계속 하고 있습니다. 릴리님 남편 떠밀어 내보내야 해요. 너무 재밌으세요. 막 챙겨 가지고 막 밥 먹여 주시고 막 "다녀오세요." 이런 그림이 얼굴 이렇게 머릿속에 그려져요. 네. 그러면 여러분들 뽀님 잘 해결하시기 바라고요. 시원 킴 play live golf. 아. To max now. 시원 킴. 아 live golf. I have not kept up with live golf, so I'm not 100% sure. I'll look into it. I'll make note. 그래도 이나마 라이브 방송 볼 수 있어서 너무 좋습니다. 자주는 아니지만 이렇게 질문도 드릴 수 있으니깐요. 자연러브님 감사드립니다. 그러면 저는 오늘 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 이번 주는 멕시코 퀴베라 2편 인제 올라갈 예정이고요. 한국말로 인제 진행이 되고 영어 서브타이틀이 있고요. 그리고 다음 주 월요일 날 또 라이브 방송으로 찾아뵐 거고요. 그리고 어 네. 그리고 또 재미있는 좀 프로젝트들이 좀 라인업이 돼 있어 가지고 네. 어나운스먼트 해 드리도록 하겠습니다. 깊숙이 빙장어 너무 친하지 말았어야 되는데. 그 방장하고. 네. 그러게요. 어떡해요. 아이고. 박세리 선수 실력은 여전한가요? 근데 사실 선수들이 인제 선수 생활을 그만을 하면 인제 말씀드린 대로 몸도 인제 유연성이 확 떨어지기 시작하고 안 쓰면 그럼 스윙도 막 삐걱거리기 시작하고 연습은 아예 안 하잖아요. 그러면 당연히 숏게임은 없어져 버리고 그럼 실력이 여전할 수가 없죠. 저도 사실 2000 2000 이 언제 그만뒀죠 제가? 허리를 다친 게 2006 년도였으니깐 어머나 너무 오래됐는데요? 거의 20년 다 돼 가네요. 그러니까 제가 블루에서 2분 치면 블루티에서 2분 치면 진짜 행복해하는 거예요, 연습을 안 하니까. 실력이 예정할 수가 없죠. 골프는 연습 안 하면 실력이 없어집니다. 저스틴 가지고 한국 여행 중입니다. 진짜로요? 어떻게 저보다 더 잘하세요? 저 그저껜가 그저껜만 해도 문자 막 했었는데 한국 계셨나 보다. 대박. 저 지금 목소리 너무 컸죠? 죄송해요. 저 지금 너무 놀랐어요. 감사합니다, 릴리님. 아 여기 임원장님 말씀이시잖아요. 그 팔팔하게 99 세까지 유튜브 하시는 분. 네. 아주 친한 가족이라 가지고. 여자끼리인데 미안하다고 사과했는데. 아이고 뽀님 너무 고민되시나 보다. 이거 빨리 상담을 받아보셔야 될 것 같아요. 네. 늘 항상 행복하시고 건강한 날 되세요. 하시는 일마다 대박 나시길 바랍니다. 해바라기 님 너무 감사합니다. So sweet. 고소해서 이혼시킨다 해서 겁나요. 네. 뽀님 하소연할 때가 필요하신 것 같네요. 아이고야. 와우 에미조 프로님 맞으신가요? 김호연 님 맞습니다. 네 저 지금 이제 끝내려고 했는데 어떡하죠? 다시 재방송 보실 수 있으실까요? 죄송합니다. 네. 그러면 릴리 님 그러면 오늘도 들어와 주셔서 너무 감사드리고요. 그리고 뽀 님도 잘 해결하시길 어 뽀 님들 잘 해결하시길 바랄게요 제가 진짜. 네. 꼭 검색하셔 갖고 맞는 절차 밟으시길 바라고요. 잘 해결되셨으면 좋겠네요. 김호연 님, 해바라기 님, 자일로포 님, 릴리 님 저는 그럼 이제 전 그럼 이제 뿅 이제 저기 뭐지? 아이고. 너무 많이 올라와서 죄송합니다. 네. 아 이렇게 하면 되는구나. 피곤해 보이시는데 눈이 더 커 보여요. 이뻐요. 끝날 시간이 안타깝네요. 다음 라이브 방송에서 봬요. 네, 감사합니다, 다들. 네, 다음 주 월요일 날 또 같은 시간에 라이브 방송하고요. 이번 주는 멕시코 영상 올라오게 되겠습니다. 감사합니다, 여러분. 원하이 되는데 안 되네. 원하이 되는데 안 되네요. 이거 제가 어떻게 쓰는지 몰라가지고. 네, 감사합니다. 좋은 한 주 되세요.